Welcome back. I'm Rob Lang and this is my game Clomper. You live inside a mechanical ladybird called a Clomper, which you control by making pipes to power machines with steam. The outside world is a hellscape which you explore from inside the Clomper, gathering resources and completing quests. That sounds like fun. Go wishlist on Steam. This is not going to be a full devlog. In this video, I'm going to show you how bad I am at playing my own game. What I need to do is time how long it takes to find some scrap and pick it up. And this is also I can feed those numbers into the economy to work out how long it takes for an average player to pick up some scrap and understand a little bit how long it would take to build certain pipe networks. So this is me trying over and over again badly to pick up some scrap. The edit's really rough because it's just me sitting in my room playing my game, babbling on and finding a few bugs and complaining about the claw. Do you like this kind of thing? If you do, let me know down in the comments. If you don't, well, sorry. So part of building the economy, I need to try and speed run a game I'm not very good at, which is my own. The thing I'm trying to achieve is I need to work out how long it takes for me to take a Clomper which is stopped, we're not moving anywhere, and get it to a piece of scrap, pick up the piece of scrap and then stick it in there. And I need to know how long. And I'm going to do a few tries. I'm going to clear down the Clomper each time and try it a few times, see how long it takes for me, who's played this game way too much already and who's not very good at it, to pick up some scrap. So you're about to see some appalling playing, and I'm probably going to find some bugs as I go. But you know, it's part of the fun, isn't it? Right, it's a slightly weird camera setup and everything. Apologies if this is not what you're used to. So just to explain a few things, this is a pipe layout that I've got which I call my standard. Everything is connected, not everything is switched on, so that makes good use of the power that I have. So I'm going to have to switch things on. I've got a randomly generated seed in there, and hopefully scrap is spawned into the environment. In fact, I'm going to check that right now. Let's turn on the periscope and make sure in this build I'm getting scrap. There we go, I'm getting scrap in this build. Thank goodness. That would have been a very short test if need be. And you can see also here, just above my head, I've got a stopwatch, and that's just a Windows stopwatch that will give me a sense of how long it's taken me to faff around and pick up some scrap. I'm not going to deal with questing at the moment. This is purely just how much time does it take to pick up scrap. Is it 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? I don't know. I've got no idea. So I'm just going to hit escape. I'm going to start the stopwatch there, and let's begin. Let's go and choose a piece of scrap to start with. So I know that I need some scrap. Oh, actually, before we come in, let's see how much we've got on the board. 7735, that's the test amount of scrap. That would start us off. We need now to go and pick, there's one that's right under the camera. Can you just see at the bottom of the camera there? There's one right there. That's very close, but I don't think I'm going to manage to get that one very quickly. So let's go and choose that one there. I might accidentally hit that one. I might go off into the crevasse, which is beyond it, but that's fine. So that's a northwest I want to go. There's no numbers on any of the dials at the moment, which I don't like very much, but that's fine. So we want to turn northwest, we want to turn to the right, so let's open up and start moving around. We're turning quite fast. Northwest is in this middle pace here. I've got no green markers to tell me where I am because, frankly, I've got no quest on, and it's only quest that appears on the con. So we now should be going straight towards the edge. Yeah, the edge. Straight towards the edge. So hopefully if we turn a bit more to this way, we can turn a bit more. I'm now going to stop up for a second and have a look down here. I'm going to reduce some of our boiler action so that we go a bit slower, because I think that's what a player would do. They think, oh, I'm a bit close to the edge of this crevasse. I mean, that's slightly deadly looking. Let's not go too fast. Have a quick look out the front. The problem is with looking out the front with something like scrap is that that's where we're pointing. Yeah, so it's gone under the front of the Clomper. Now, we're going to show where I don't like how the claw works. So if we move the claw forward, I can't tell whether it's moving forward or backwards. I can only guess because I can't remember which way around they are. And that's not very good. So I'm going to fix that in my improvement to the claw. Now I can't see it just yet. In fact, that might be entirely the wrong way. This is going well. Can I play my own game? I've not had to do this in a while. So I can't see any of the scrap just yet. Yeah, we might need to make this easier. This is a good test. I'm quite happy with this. Let's just drive forward a bit, because if in doubt, just drive forward. There's only a cliff coming up. We should be just crawling along now. Yeah, we're not really clumping at any speed. That's fine. Let's pop back. And that should be far enough. And our boilers aren't overheating, that's good. Now, there's no way for us to really know where the scrap is, which is a worry. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cheat for this test run. And I'm going to come off the bottom of the Clomper and have a look at where the scrap... Oh, it's right under the leg. It's right under the leg. I missed it. I got quite close. Okay, so in this situation, what we're going to do is we will try and go for the next one. Not the greatest test now, because it's not like we've found one piece of scrap and then we're going to the next one. Am I turning the right way? Back round to north. Yes, that's right. There is more scrap that's along this particular walkway. We should be able to get there. If we go slightly beyond north, then we're less likely to go off the edge. So if we reset the camera, see we're going slightly to left there. I want to go slightly to right. It's tank steering, so we want to go that way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look underneath, and when we see scrap, we're going to just stop the Clomper. Ooh, where could scrap be, ladies and gentlemen? See, I don't know which way I'm moving the claw at all there. It's just guesswork. That's got to get fixed. There's some. Stop the Clomper! Stop the Clomper! Cool. Now, can we move ourselves over? So there we go. That was the left-right. Yeah, it's not immediately obvious, is it? And that's over all the way that it will go. That's interesting. Can I... Is it just run out of steam? Oh, it's not switched on. That would be why. Here we go. Fantastic. Now. Oh, we want it to go down. Go down. Down. Now we need a bit more oomph. What can we switch off? Let's just give us a bit more power. More power. Oh, actually, these are set to half, aren't they? Let's make them at full. Oh, is that close enough to grab it? Oh, that would be frustrating. Let's see if I can grab it there. No, it's not close enough. Oh my goodness me, that is annoying. I missed it. Okay, and I can't bring that. I can only move that away. Oh, I switched that off. I can't move that any further over. I'll only move away. So let's bring that back more into the middle. Let's turn 90 degrees to the left, which would point me straight at that crevasse. That sounds safe, so we want to be pointing west towards the crevasse. Turning a bit faster now, because I've got the boiler temperatures up. I might put another dial on here to show you the kind of the actual output of the boilers. So I know what, because that's telling you the heat, that's the resultant. That's not necessarily the same thing as the output of the boilers. So hopefully, as we turn round, let's stop it there, because it was on our right hand side. Yeah, this is a bit more guesswork than I like. This is on. I cannot find the scrap. Ah, it's a pain if it's right underneath you. And this is another problem I have with the claw. This is just showing all the issues with the claw, because it's impossible to see where the claw is in relationship to the Clomper. So right now, if I go into the photo mode, you can see, oh, the claw is down. Well, that's not helping. That's another problem. The camera is actually attached to the claw. That's not great. Okay, no problem. Pop back in, bring the claw all the way up so we can see where it is. There we go. Now we can see the... Why is that now moving? Are we moving? We're not moving. Oh, interesting. Oh, is it because when the claw goes up, it moves? That would be curious. Okay, let's see if we can find where this piece of scrap is then. And this is it. This is the guesswork. This is the bit that I want to change. When I talk about improving the quality of life when it comes to using the claw, it's this bit, because you shouldn't have to go into the photo mode to know where you're going. You need to have a bit better. Ooh, is photo mode not working? Hello, photo mode. That is weird. Photo mode is balked. Is it throwing any errors? No, it's not. Oh well. Let's try and do some other interactivity. No. Why does photo mode no longer work? Where are we pointing? We're pointing still straight at the crevasse. This doesn't fill me with joy. Neither does using the claw right now. It needs to get fixed. The idea is solid. It's just the way I've implemented it. So now I'm trying to push the claw all in one direction, and then I'm going to go diagonally in the other direction. So I can't try and go diagonally across the width of the Clomper to see if I can see it, and then do it the same way in the other direction. There it is. Shouldn't have to do that. That is nonsense. Right, here we go. So we're 8 minutes in now. Oh, let's go a bit slower. Hello? I'm not entirely sure the claw is moving vertically. So if we bring the claw down just a bit. Why is it going at an angle? I might check that out. Because it should head straight down. That is unexpected. I wonder if I'm actually... Oh, it's because... Oh, okay. Alright, so the claw was moving at an angle. Oh, I need to check that out. That was a bit weird. So when I had the left and right on, and I was moving the claw up and down, it wasn't going quite the right way. And there's no light to tell you that you've got anything connected, so there's no way to know whether you've picked it up except to move the handle up, and then you can see the claw is still attached. It's not right though. I think 9 minutes is not like someone who knows what they're doing. 9 minutes is distinctly someone who's got no idea what's going on. And then let's get that in here. This bit now should be a bit easier. Let's pump some claw in, and if we go there, and we'll stop the timer. Right, 9 minutes 52. That's appalling. Okay. Let's try again. Start new. Load in my standard pipe network, and we're still on this seed, which is fine. We'll turn that on. Okay, this time we're going to start the timer. Okay, we're going to go away from the crevasse now, so I can be a little bit more daring. We decided we're going to grab some scrap away from the crevasse, which is in this direction, so I want to head east. Let's turn to the east, start clomping forward slowly, and then, which is kind of difficult to do at the moment because of the way the switches are. So we're going to head east, which is that way. Fantastic. I quite like to sit inside the periscope while we're turning. Junk, junk, junk. And if we could get lined up on one, which is a little way away, because the claw's right in the middle at the moment, we know that if it goes right down the centre, then we should see it. And then, but this is really hard to do. It's easier with the Quest. Let's go back just a touch and have a look in the. Oh, we're going forwards now. This should be interesting. Now we're heading straight towards a piece. Well, that wall might get a bit tasty, but this is plenty of gap between there. Yeah, that should be fine. That should go right under the middle of the Clomper. It's kind of hard to see. We're 1 minute in. This is going much better than before. It's almost like I've practiced this, which I haven't. And then it's going to come right under the middle and we're going to stop it. So we just have to be patient. Patient. We know we're set up all right. So this bit I quite like. The patience, the worry. There it is. Stop the clomper. Fantastic. This is the bit I don't like. Not knowing which way. Okay, we turn these on. Okay, that's cool. And then there's now I'm looking like a professional. Look at this. Fantastic. Turn those on. Bring it down. While that's bringing down, we'll go and switch on the lift and take the lift down so it's ready to receive the scrap. Off you go. I know I can click the switches from miles away across here. I will fix that, but for testing it's just too useful to have. And we'll say take you back. There we go. It's going up to the lift. Fantastic. It should now be in the lift. Again, there's no way to tell, and we're in 2 minutes. See, that's what a practiced. That's what a practicedness should be. About 2 minutes, and then it's about 15 seconds for each piece of scrap. So, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. I think there's also a flat bit somewhere. 8, 9. Yeah, so 9 bits of scrap. It'll take you a couple of minutes to put them all in. A couple of minutes to get it. About a minute to put them all in. If you're really practiced. Okay. Let's stop the stopper. So that was about 3 minutes there. Next, we're going to reset that one, and we're going to say, right, we're going to go for another bit of scrap. So we've just decided, make the decision, we're going for a bit of scrap, and we're off. I know there's a bunch of scrap there already, we'll just ignore that for the moment. And we'll come back in here, we're going to line up on that one, which is not easy because there's no way of reading off. Right, so north. This could be funny because there's a ramp, so the Clomper might do something quite weird when it gets to that ramp, because the legs will climb the ramp and the whole thing go a bit sideways. So what have we got else going on to that in that direction? So we're turning to left. It's just hills, and there's that ramp right in the middle there. That's fine. Okay, let's roll then. Let's roll. Just roll. Spent hours putting legs on it, and I say let's roll. Doesn't roll at all. Clomps. Notably, as the name suggests. Round to the north, here we go. I might release this as a video. Possibly. Right, here we go. Round to the north, and centre off there. Well, I've overshot. I always overshoot. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. See if we're now clomping towards that. Oh yes, I'm looking sideways. I think that's pretty good. I think we're on board. We're not going to hit this corner here. I mean, there's always a danger that you hit a corner, you just clip it. Which is another reason I want those whiskers. I think it'd be quite easy to do. I mean, they're just ray casts with a model, really. You don't need to do any kind of clever collision. So it goes. So what we're going to do is wait until it goes under the nose of the Clomper there. I know looking up and looking down in Periscope could be a thing. I'll wait until we get player feedback on that one. I'm not sure how much people are going to care. Right, there's the switch that I need to do. Is it going to come? Where is it? We're clomping slowly. There it is. See, this is how I expected the other tests to go, if I'm honest. Nope, other direction. Yeah, so there's no way to know where the claw is in relationship to that. That's just, it's got to change. I've got some ideas on how I'm going to do that. It's actually not too difficult. Right, down it comes. It's still two and a half minutes, and I do appreciate I'm slightly better at this than a new player would be, but I'm not as good as a good player, because I'm not very good at games, including my own. And here we go. That's now gone down. There's a whole load of extra scrap that's gone down into the lift, which I absolutely adore. That's the kind of chaos. If you don't clean up after yourself, look, there's even more now. It's fantastic. And that took 3 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes on that run. That's roughly 3 to 4 minutes. 5 minutes for a group of scrap. Okay. Let's reset that. Let's go again. This time, Okay, let's... Right, here we are again. So this time, I mean, this piece here looks horrendous. We've got, on the map, we've got a tiny narrow bit between two crevasses, and then there's a double wall. There's no way past this. That's where we're going. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Okay, start the timer. Let's see what scrap there is. Now I can't use the periscope, and I'll show you why. The periscope is kind of forward facing, because if you go around to the back, you can see the back of the Clomper, and you can't see anything else beyond it. And that's entirely intentional, because I want there to be things wandering around behind you. Let's go, and let's turn. I'm also going to reduce the power of the Clomper. I want to go a bit slower. I mean, we've got quite a lot of oomph going on here. All the boilers are up quite high. Definitely want to get the boiler pressures up on the con, I think. Probably above it there. Okay, we're coming around to east. Going all the way around to south. Is everything else off? Everything else is off by the looks of things. Yeah, those two are off. Here we go. Switching off sections of your Clomper can be done much more intelligently if you use valves and lay your pipes out in a different way than I've done here. I haven't done this very cleverly at all, really. Yeah, I've done better ones, but this is what I'm used to. There's a lot to be said for what you're used to. Okay, we're coming round to be pointing south, and then we're going to take a look out the front. Here we go. Let's see what we've got going on. Right, so to line us directly up with the nose of the Clomper, there's one sort of in front of us. But if we go straight forward, that nearest one, we might end up missing it and going off into the crevasse. Oh well, let's try and turn a bit more to the left, but just a touch. And we're going to do that by just giving it just a touch, just a smidgen of turn. Let's see that now. Playing with friends, obviously much better. Bit more of a smidge, half a smidge this time. The smallest amount of clomp. A soupçon of clomp, there we go. Quite often when I try and give it a soupçon, there we go. So we moved quite a lot, even so. Boilers are still probably right up. That's on 2. That one's on 4. Yeah, okay. So they're not too bad at the moment. That's the heat doing. Heat's fine. It's all quite cool at the moment. Okay, let's now clomp forward nice and slowly. I'm going to look round. I'm going to turn on the claw. Now I know the claw is in the centre at the moment, so as long as these handles in the middle, then it should be alright. Here we go. Here we go, when we're going to see it. This is the bit that I like. The waiting, wondering whether you should stop it, whether you're going to go off a cliff, whether you're just going to see this black line and it's all going to go wrong before you can stop it, or whether you're going to see some scrap. Going to see some scrap. Professional. Oh, and it stopped it almost in the middle. I didn't move the claw the right way, but that's part of what I want to sort out. Yeah, I think this whole differential steam thing, I'm not sure it's a good idea. I just don't think it adds much. It's just more of a pain. Definitely need one for moving it forward, one for moving it back. But then maybe there should just be some other handles. I need to have a rethink and a redesign. I'm going to do some drawing, I think. It's not right. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Right. Oh, what am I doing? I've already picked that up, so let's go and do that. Pull the lift down, so the lift is going to go down. Are you? There you go. We're going to grab the scrap nice and firmly, bring it all the way up. See, this is the problem of having the camera inside the scrap. Don't like that. So much I don't like about the lift. There we go, and we're in 4 minutes. You know, that's about right. Oh, it would help if I turned it on. There we go. Grind. Cool, so yeah, about 4 minutes that time. That's about right. So 4 minutes for that amount of scrap, for a batch of scrap. Yeah, I think that's good. And how close are we to the edge? Oh, and once again, photo mode was giving me problems. Right, let's just zoom out. Oh no, plenty of room. Plenty of room to clomp. Poor little fella. Although this area, I was right about this area here though. Look at this. This is awful. What a horrible piece of map generation. As it disappears into the fog. Absolutely nice. I mean, the wiser scrap hunter would have gone this way. I mean, look at all of that RNG. Beautiful. Yeah, this is just, I mean, picking that one up. No. No, 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 no. Not for today. Right, going to get on with the economy. Thanks so much for joining in. I'm probably going to upload this, so like if you liked it, hit subscribe if you want to. Until next time, bye-bye.